The mystery in our skies, revealing brand new video of an alleged UFO retrieval, a white egg-like object with no visible propulsion system or engine.
Of all the UFO and alien sightings that you might have seen, there are some with an angle that was never revealed to you until now. Join us today to get to see leaked footage and evidence that confirms the existence of aliens along with their interactions with humans. Among the snowy mountains, a guy spotted an unusual sight. He looked up and saw what seemed like a drone, but upon closer inspection, it turned out to be a disc-shaped craft. What caught his attention even more was the presence of smaller crafts moving in orbit. They seemed to be controlled by the larger UFO. The sight left him wondering, had the UFO somehow lifted planes from the ground, or was there something more unsettling at play, like alien abductions? With numerous planes missing and no wreckage ever found, it became one of the most mysterious cases surrounding missing aircraft. 1992 footage. In 1992, UFO sightings were everywhere, but one video from that year has resurfaced, and it's raising more questions than ever. The footage showed a massive UFO, and what caught most attention was that the people gathered around it. They acted as if nothing was unusual. Later, authorities arrived looking like they were trying to move the craft. At the time, many people assumed it was a movie prop or a hoax, but now, considering the limited technology back then, it's hard to believe something so realistic could have been made. Missing officer. An officer leaked a top-secret video, and since then, he's been missing. The video showed armed forces in a deserted area, but they weren't dealing with criminals. It was something far stranger, a non-human aircraft closely monitored by the military. The craft was tilted, part of it buried in the ground, hinting at a UFO crash. Rumors spread fast. Some said the officer was involved in a secret UFO retrieval program. Once he blew the whistle, he vanished. The authorities never wanted anyone to know, and now he's gone, possibly to keep the truth hidden. Leaked footage. A leaked video from 1959 surfaced, and it was like nothing anyone had ever expected. The footage captured at a US Army base showed something that still shakes people today. An official stepped out of a car, but the shocking thing was that in the same car there was an alien sitting quietly. It looked distressed and out of place. The video raised so many questions, suggesting secret meetings between humans and aliens. It seemed that the government had been hiding the truth all along. Beach UFO sighting. At a beach resort, people were just relaxing near the shore, totally unaware of what was about to happen. Out of nowhere, a huge disc-shaped object appeared in the sky. It was massive, and it began moving toward them slowly. The sight shocked everyone. As it drew closer, people started recording, unsure of what they were even looking at. It almost seemed like it had a purpose, as if it was watching or even spying on them. It was a UFO that hovered there for a while and then disappeared into the sky. Thankfully, everyone was safe from any alien abduction. Alien on truck. A local was out for a walk when a strange sight caught his eye. A pickup truck drove by, but it wasn't the truck that stood out. It was what it carried in its bed. There was a figure standing as if it was perfectly normal. It looked like a gray alien, pale skin, big black eyes, and a thin body. The truck sped by, and the man was left shocked. The driver seemed completely unaware of the alien standing in the back. Or perhaps there was something more happening that the man couldn't understand. The sight left him wondering if he had just witnessed something he wasn't meant to see. UFO transport mystery. It was just another evening when a local headed out, only to find the roads blocked. A truck surrounded by security vehicles caught his eye. On the truck bed was a massive craft unlike anything he'd ever seen. It looked advanced, almost futuristic. The tight security around it made him think it was a UFO. No one knew where it came from. The authorities might have built it, or they could have found it. What made it even stranger was that they chose to transport it in the middle of the day, drawing attention. There was an undeniable urgency about it, but the reason remained unclear. Stonehenge Encounter. A declassified video appeared in December 1945, and it showed something that made people think. Strange humanoid figures were standing near Stonehenge in the UK. The video claimed that MI6 had set up the meeting with these extraterrestrial visitors, who were supposedly worried about the growing use of nuclear weapons. Some thought they were just studying humanity, choosing Stonehenge for its mysterious past. Others speculated that the beings tried to communicate through a diplomatic channel, talking to high-ranking officials. If true, MI6 would have been tasked with handling an intelligence discovery, a direct encounter with beings from another world. Musk's Mars revelation. In a recent interview, Elon Musk was asked about aliens, a topic hard to avoid when talking to the CEO of a leading rocket company. Musk joked that if anyone knew about aliens, it would likely be him.
If anyone would know about aliens on Earth, it would probably be me.
I would think.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with space stuff.
Given his work in space exploration, his comments sparked speculation. Some wondered if humans have already been to Mars, or found signs of life there but kept it secret. In another interview, the current president was questioned about the famous Roswell incident.
I want to know what's going on. Would you ever open up Roswell and let us know what's really going on there?
So many people ask me that question. There are millions and millions of people that want to go there, that want to see it. But Roswell's a very interesting place with a lot of people that would like to know what's going on.
His response hinted at possible knowledge, but stopped short of confirming anything. This fueled more curiosity. Could the government be hiding the truth? It feels like the truth remains just out of reach, perhaps too classified or sensitive to share. Helicopter UFO capture. With UFO sightings on the rise, one pilot managed to capture something strange. There it was, what looked like a classic UFO, but it wasn't flying. It was being carried by two helicopters, held up by chains. The helicopters looked like Black Hawks, the kind the military uses. People quickly started speculating. Was the military involved in an alien visit to Earth? Was it all just a coincidence? Or was there something bigger going on? The video made everyone wonder what the truth was. Military and aliens. In a declassified footage, a mysterious craft hovered above, accompanied by two figures standing nearby. At first, it appeared as though they were simply observing their surroundings, but as the camera panned, Russian T-34 tanks came into view. This wasn't the first sighting of extraterrestrial activity, but it was the first to show the aliens seemingly in conflict with military forces. Previous reports had hinted that authorities may have been involved, even suggesting possible support for these beings. But this new footage raised unsettling questions. Were the authorities hiding more than they let on? And if so, why did the aliens seem to oppose them this time? The video left many wondering what exactly had been happening behind the scenes. Shadowy figure encounter. A tourist got lost in the woods and was trying to find his way out when he saw some movement behind a rock. There was a figure, but it wasn't any animal he expected. He could only see its head, but it looked strange, almost otherworldly. Feeling uneasy, the man didn't stick around to find out more. He quickly decided to leave, and it was probably a good idea. Who knows what could have happened if he stayed? The story became even stranger when a similar thing happened to someone else. A man exploring an abandoned house in the woods saw a shadowy figure on the porch. It was partly see-through. The video went viral, and many people started to believe it was an alien entering Earth through a portal. UFO ramp. With the growing number of UFO sightings, this footage stands out as one of the strangest. Captured in a remote area, it shows a disc-shaped craft just sitting there. It wasn't hovering like most UFOs, it seemed to have a purpose. The mystery deepened when a very thin figure appeared, moving toward the craft and entering it through a ramp. This sighting left many people wondering if aliens might be closer to us than we ever realized. Time traveler's warning. A video recently surfaced online, allegedly filmed years ago at Area 51. It showed a creature resembling an alien speaking in a human language. The being claimed to have come from the future. According to its story, a nuclear war would take place in the future, wiping out almost all life on Earth. Only a small fraction of humanity would survive. This led many to believe that aliens may know our future and might have lived alongside our ancestors. Remote hole. A visitor got lost in a remote area and was trying to find his way back when he came across a huge hole. He looked inside and was shocked to see two figures standing still. Before he could fully understand what he was seeing, one of the aliens noticed him. He quickly tried to hide, hoping not to be seen, but as he moved closer for a better look, the alien stepped toward him, almost like it was warning him not to take a picture. Some people think the alien might have had contact with ancient civilizations. They believe the wall around it was built by humans to protect the alien or keep its technology safe from falling into the wrong hands. Hidden observer. Two friends decided to explore an abandoned building, one of them capturing footage on a camera. As they wandered through the decaying space, they spotted a figure peeking at them from the corner. It moved strangely, and it didn't look human at all. The humanoid glanced at them before quickly disappearing in an unknown direction. No one ever figured out who or what it was. The sight made many believe that it was an alien, living in an abandoned place that could serve as a secret home. Roswell autopsy footage. After the Roswell incident, people waited eagerly for authorities to reveal the true origin of the mysterious object. Years later, a video surfaced that left many baffled. It showed an alien being examined by researchers as they conducted what appeared to be an autopsy. Though no official information was ever released, this footage led many to believe that they had captured an alien from the craft that crashed in Roswell. The video fueled suspicions that the government had knowledge of extraterrestrial life and had been hiding the truth for years. Silent forest searcher. A tourist was roaming the forest, capturing the surroundings on camera. As he panned the lens, he caught sight of movement, a figure standing behind the bushes. It looked like an alien, seemingly searching for something. Realizing how unpredictable these beings could be, he decided to leave. If aliens were hiding on Earth, forests would be the perfect place with little human activity. So if you ever hear something unusual in the woods, maybe you're not as alone as you think. Vanishing forest figure. A forest officer was on his usual night duty when he suddenly heard strange noises from deep in the forest. He rushed to investigate, and as his flashlight scanned the area, he saw a bald figure with glowing eyes. Before he could react, the figure vanished. He was alarmed and began searching the area, but just then it appeared on the camera. The video ended abruptly, and the fate of the officer remains a mystery. Mountain UFO vanishing. A tourist was in the mountains staring at the sky when something strange happened. An aircraft appeared, but this wasn't just any aircraft, it was a UFO. It hovered there, as if looking for a place to land, maybe on top of one of the mountain peaks. But then, something strange happened. Instead of landing, it simply vanished. Maybe it was part of an extraterrestrial mission, or it was trying to communicate. The incident leaves behind a sense of mystery, suggesting there may be more to this UFO's visit than we understand. Area 51 Alien Sighting. Area 51 has always been surrounded by mystery, drawing in curious visitors hoping for a glimpse of the unknown. Among them was a group of students exploring the edges of Lincoln County, Nevada. While filming the well-known warning signs around the base, their camera accidentally caught something far more unsettling. One student turned the lens back toward the road and was shocked. An alien was calmly crossing the street, completely unbothered. They began to panic and scrambled for cover behind their car. Moments later, they peeked out, only to find the alien gone. It had disappeared into the nearby bushes, leaving no trace behind. That eerie encounter was something they'll never forget. UFO and Military Chase. It wasn't a scene from War of the Worlds, but it sure felt like it. People stared up at the sky as a disc-shaped craft floated above. But it wasn't alone. A military plane seemed to be following it, almost like it was chasing the UFO. What made it even stranger was that no one knew what it was. The military's presence had everyone guessing. Maybe they were tracking otherworldly beings, or maybe they were just gathering information on something we can't explain. UFO with helicopters. A man was in the parking lot getting ready to leave when a strange sound filled the air. He looked up and saw 2 helicopters flying overhead, but there was more. A UFO was with them. The way they moved, almost in sync, made it seem like they were guiding or protecting it. The odd sight left him wondering, are authorities protecting aliens? Or could this be something more, like an actual alien encounter? Mountain signal. While hiking in the mountains, a guy picked up some strange signals on his radio. At first, he thought it was just static, but then he realized something else was going on. He looked up and saw a UFO hovering above him. It wasn't flying off, it was just there, moving among the mountains, almost like signaling for something. The experience was weird. It made him wonder if the signals were somehow connected to the UFO. If extraterrestrials are hiding in these desolate places, what are they waiting for? Highway incident. On August 5th, 2018, a participant on his way to the National Street Racing Association spotted something strange on the highway, a silver flying saucer in the inner lane. Its shape was identical to a UFO. He posted the video online, and that's when the debates began. Some suggested it was a new land-based driving tech or a fuel-saving mode. The fact that it was on the road, not in the sky, might have been a way to stay under the radar while watching human activity. Mysterious visitor. The internet can't stop talking about a video that just leaked, causing a massive stir across social media. This old footage showed a tall, human-like figure meeting what seemed like an official. The figure had all the signs of an alien: long arms, a slim body, and a head that looked like nothing you'd find in any biology book. The age of the video made everything even more unsettling. Why had it been hidden for so long? People started to believe this could be proof that aliens had been visiting the Earth. Even now, it makes you think about how long those visitors have been here and where they are now. Live alien discovery.
Yesterday, watch his eyes. Watch his eyes.
Most secrets about extraterrestrials have surfaced through leaks or old footage, but this time, it happened live on camera. During an official conference aired on a news channel, viewers noticed something unusual. Among the attendees, one figure stood out. It looked human, but had strange features. Its head was oddly shaped, and its movements seemed overly curious, as if it was observing everything for the first time.
Sure. Look at his eyes. That is not.
Speculation spread like wildfire. Could it be an alien disguised as a human? The idea of aliens walking among us is unsettling. Some even believe this was proof that aliens might be working with the government on classified missions.
Yes, I'm being there because his eyes. Something.
KGB UFO Operation. In 1969, in the Sverdlovsk region of the USSR, an incident occurred that was kept hidden from the public. For decades, the operation was classified, buried within the secretive files of the KGB. Years later, a video surfaced online, showing military personnel gathered around a metallic craft. The footage revealed KGB agents carefully inspecting the crash site. It quickly became clear that this was part of a covert operation that had never been disclosed, until now. The video fueled countless theories. It might be an undeniable proof of extraterrestrial life. Some believe the KGB had direct evidence of alien contact, while others think it was all part of a larger cover-up. Roadside UFO. Planes need runways, but one guy saw something strange. On the road, a flying craft, and no, it wasn't an airplane, it was a UFO. What stood out was that it wasn't hiding, just cruising along as if no one would notice. Maybe aliens just don't care about being spotted by us. Some people think that Area 51 might be home to an alien community, and this could have been one of their vehicles, moving about like it was no big deal. The idea that they could be among us, moving in plain sight, raises all kinds of unsettling possibilities. Alien abduction. In a quiet neighborhood in Houston, a strange and puzzling video began making its rounds online. The footage showed a man stepping out of his front door, only to vanish in a sudden flash of light. The clip was grainy, but clear enough to fuel wild speculation. Many believe the man had been abducted by aliens, sparking conversations across social media. Some argued it was an extraterrestrial event caught on camera. White House sighting. Otherworldly beings are not just observed, but perched on top of one of the most iconic buildings in the world. Tourists captured the site near the White House, showing a humanoid figure on the roof, looking like an alien. Many believed it was truly an extraterrestrial being. Speculation spread that behind closed doors, high-ranking officials could have been secretly communicating with this presence. Whether it arrived in a craft or appeared mysteriously, its presence shocked everyone who saw it. Underground humanoid. A group of explorers were wandering through a cave when they stumbled upon an ancient structure. To their surprise, someone was standing as if waiting for them. It was a thin humanoid with grayish textured skin, giving it an alien-like appearance. When it noticed them, it tried to hide, covering its face with its hands, possibly bothered by the camera light. This led many to believe that aliens might live in underground structures. Some conspiracy theorists speculate that aliens have built hidden bases deep underground, in remote areas used for observation or even long-term habitation. Forest encounter. A group of tourists in a forest found a strange figure lying on the ground. It appeared lifeless, but wasn't like anything they'd seen before. Pale skin and large black eyes. They managed to capture footage before leaving. The video sparked debate, with some believing it was a mythical creature, while others thought it was an alien from a crashed UFO. Later, another video surfaced showing a similar being transported in an animal carrier, fueling the belief that officials knew about aliens but kept it hidden. Telepathic interview. The military didn't stop with just one capture. Over the years, they allegedly captured more alien entities from various incidents, always keeping it hidden. A new video surfaced online showing an otherworldly being interviewed by officials at Area 51. Rumors spread that the video had been smuggled by workers during the transfer from tape to digital disc. They used telepathy to communicate with the alien. The being, possibly capable of telepathic communication or speaking in an unknown language, appeared to convey information in ways humans could barely comprehend. Sighted at highway. A guy was driving down the highway, just a normal drive, when he noticed that the car next to him had its trunk open. That was strange, but he kept driving. Then, a figure stepped out of the trunk. It had pale skin and big dark eyes. It looked like an alien. Before the guy could even fully understand what he was seeing, someone inside the car pulled the figure back in quickly. After that, the guy disappeared. His phone was found later, and it had footage of everything he saw. He saw something he wasn't supposed to, and then he was gone. What happened? We may never know. Futuristic figure. A guy was walking one day when he spotted a strange figure. It was in a black suit with designs that looked like it came from another world. It stood out, unlike anything he'd ever seen before. People couldn't stop talking about it. Some think it was an alien scout. Others wonder if it was a time traveler. No one knows for sure, but that mysterious figure has everyone curious and still talking about it. Captured on camera. An interview seemed normal until the footage revealed a shocking detail. While a reporter was speaking to a lady, a shadowy figure appeared in the background. No one noticed it during the interview, but when the footage was reviewed later, it left everyone shocked. The figure looked like an alien, with features that couldn't be mistaken. The interview took place in a deserted area where experts had been working. Many now believe that aliens might have lived there and could be leaving due to human interference. Leaked alien contact. A leaked video caught everyone's attention. It showed what looked like an interrogation room, with an alien sitting across the table. The being appeared to be communicating in its language, while an official, though not visible in the footage, seemed to be conducting the interview. The scene suggested that extraterrestrial visits might not be new, and that authorities could already have experience handling such encounters. This raised the possibility of classified operations where aliens were studied or interviewed, all kept far from public knowledge to avoid causing unrest. Black Forest Intruder. Out in the Black Forest area of Colorado, a farmer had been noticing strange lights around his farm. They appeared often, hovering and flickering in the night sky. Determined to figure out what was going on, he set up a camera and started recording. But one night, the camera captured something far beyond what he expected. He came face to face with a creature that didn't belong on Earth. It stood completely still, almost as if it were confused or observing him. The farmer couldn't believe his eyes. He realized that those strange lights might have been from a UFO all along. Advanced UFO technology. Inside the highly guarded gates of Area 51, a worker managed to capture a video that left everyone puzzled. It showed a high-tech craft hovering in the air. Its shape resembled a UFO, but it looked far more advanced. This sparked theories that it might have been built using reverse-engineered debris from the Roswell incident. The video hinted at researchers working with alien technology. Reports suggested they were studying how the craft worked, especially its ability to defy gravity. The breakthrough came when they figured out its energy system, which seemed to use anti-gravity forces. This led many to wonder, are the UFOs people spot in the skies alien, or are they secret crafts developed here on Earth? Humanoid Guardian. A video surfaced online that had everyone scrambling to figure out where it was filmed. It showed a tall humanoid figure dressed in black. They seemed alert, not like the usually confused aliens captured in other footage. This time, they looked in control. Behind them, a giant orb hovered just above the ground, and the humanoids appeared to be guarding it. The surroundings made it seem like it could have been a beach, sparking a theory that maybe aliens don't just live in space, but deep beneath the oceans. EB2. Reports suggest that the military was directly involved in the capture of alien beings at Area 51, and this footage is said to be proof. It shows a secret interview with an alien inside the base, identified by the military as EB2. The extraterrestrial appeared distressed and unwell, with officials examining it to ensure its condition. The footage raises unsettling questions about the extent of the military's involvement in studying alien life forms. Leaked documents hint that, under the highest levels of secrecy, the military has been capturing and researching extraterrestrial beings at Area 51 far beyond the public's awareness. Open discussion. A U.S. Air Force veteran recently shared footage from an unexpected recovery operation. The video shows a helicopter lifting a 20-foot egg-shaped craft from an undisclosed location. The craft appeared to be unlike anything known to human technology. There were no visible signs of propulsion, which immediately raised questions. As the footage circulated, the Pentagon's UAP task force stepped in, confirming that the craft was of non-human origin. This discovery led to further speculation. Could this be proof that aliens visited Earth long ago and left behind a piece of their technology? Thank you very much for watching the video. Share in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.